Today we'll be doing the numerical problems on the chapter thermal conduction. Okay, we did one yesterday, then we'll do a few more and then this chapter will be over. Page number 464, example 27-2. This one we are doing. Question says two vessels of different materials are identical in size and wall thickness. They are filled with equal quantities of ice at 0 degrees Celsius. If the ice melts completely in 10 and 25 minutes respectively, then compare the thermal conductivities of the materials of the vessel. You have to find the thermal conductivity of the two vessels. There are two identical vessels, size is same, length also, thickness also same. And in both the containers, the ice is kept. In one case, ice is melting in 10 minutes, other container, the ice is melting in 25 minutes. You have to see conductivity and time. How are they related to one another? I have given you the formula like this. Q formula if you take, Q formula goes on like this. Ka, you can add delta theta T divided by X. The same ice is melting, the quantity of heat is also same. The K and T, how are they related to each other? Are they directly proportional or inversely proportional? That part you have to see. What type of relationship are there between them? When keeping the other, everything is constant. How are they related? Directly proportional or inversely proportional? Tell me.
Inversely.
Inversely. Then write the ratio like this. That K1 by K2 equal to that T2 by T1. And the answer. What is the time taken by the second vessel, second container? Time is 25 minutes. And the first container timing is 10. Cancel. 5 5s are 5 2s are. So answer is 5:2. Finished. 5:2 is answer. Done. This is simple one. Okay, now we are doing the next one. Example 27-3. Next one is example 27-3. Okay. Question says 3 bars, each of area of cross section A, capital A, and length L are connected in series. The thermal conductivities of their materials are K, 1.5K and 3K. If the temperatures of the extreme ends are 120 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius, find the temperature of the junctions. Okay. That is the question. Question says 3 bars are connected, joined together. Like you can just draw a diagram for this. This is 1 bar, another bar, another one joined together. Lengths are same. Length of each one is same. Each one is having same length. Conductivities are K, 1.5K and 3K. These are the conductivity values given. Temperature of the two ends, one end is here and one end is here. The hot end temperature is given 120 degrees Celsius. Cold end temperature is given 0 degrees Celsius. You have to find the temperature between these junctions, that is theta 1. Between these two junctions, suppose this is theta 2. You have to find the value of theta 1 and theta 2. Okay. When in a combined block, rate of flow of heat will be same. What is the formula of rate of flow of heat? That we have the formula H is equal to the formula goes on like this: Ka delta theta T by X. T will not come because rate divided by Q by T. Q formula will have T and H formula will not have T. This is the formula. For the first block, I will write like this: K1 area is same. Theta value I'll put here using this formula. Theta value I'll put this minus this. I'll write here 120 minus theta 1. Distance is X, or the thickness of the block is L. So I'll write here L. Mass equation 1. Again that H is equal to, this is K1 value I'll put K, second case I'll add 1.5 K. 1.5 K, A temperature difference for this block will be this minus this, theta 1 minus theta 2 by L, equation 2. Third case, the value will come, third block 3.5 K area, the temperature difference comes theta 2 minus 0. That means theta 2 only, theta 2 minus 0 by L, equation 3. Now we have to solve these three equations simultaneously and find the value of theta 1 and theta 2. From first we'll equate equation 1 and equation 2. Write down here like this. From equation 1 and equation 2. From equation 1 and equation 2. These two sides are equal, I'll equate. You get K cancel, everything cancel, you get 120 minus theta 1 equal to 1.5 times of this will come. 1.5 times of theta 1 minus theta 2 is coming from equation 1 and equation 2. Check. K cancel, this is cancel, L also.
Sorry, in equation
Yes,
2, why did you write 3.5? So that should be 3, no?
Oh, sorry, this is 3, yeah, 3K. Yes. Thank you for correction. This is 3K. So we are 3K there. Okay. First two equations we are getting this. Again, you can equate now this and this equation. Any two, I'll equate 1 and 3. You can add here from any two you can equate from equation 1 and equation 3. If I equate these two equations, what is answer coming? K will go, A will go. You get here 120 minus theta 1 equal to 3 times of this. 3 theta 2. You can make equation 120 will come 3 theta 2 plus theta 1. Mark equation number 4. What I can do, I'll put the value of theta 1 from this equation over here, or I'll solve simultaneously. Any one way we can do it. So I'll be putting the value of theta 1 in equation this one. Mark this equation 4, this is equation 5. Or you can change this equation, you can simplify and get the answer. In simultaneous equation we will solve. Let us do that only. We will get the answer 120 equal to 1.5 theta 1 plus theta 1 will become 2.5. 2.5 theta 1 minus 1.5 theta 2. Okay, this is equation number 6. I will solve the two equations now simultaneously. I multiply this by 2.5 everywhere. 2.5 into 120. Check what is the answer. 300. 2.5 into 3 is coming 7.5 theta 2, 2.5 theta 1, and this one I'll just copy 120 minus 1.5 theta 2 plus 2.5 theta 1. I'll change the sign so that these two cancels. This minus this will come 180. Then you have to add there 7.5 plus 1. This will come 9 theta 2. Theta 2 value is coming 20. Theta 2 value is coming 20 degrees Celsius. I'll put the value of theta 2 back and find theta 1 value here. So 120 equal to 3 into 20 plus theta 1. This is 60. This will come this side. 120 minus 60 is the value of theta 1. Therefore, theta 1 value will come 60 degrees Celsius. So answer is 60 degrees Celsius. 20 degree and 60 degrees Celsius. That is answer. This is the temperature of the junction of the first two blocks, and theta 2 is the temperature of the junction of the remaining two blocks. So that is answer. This way we will do it. Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now problems 470. Page number 470. Look at the page number 470. We'll do few questions from the problems. Page number 470. Okay. See question number 1. I think question number 1 is direct one. You can do it. Okay. I'll do question number 1 is simple. No, you can do it by yourself. Question number 2 I will do. Question number 2. Question says that temperature gradient in a rod 0.5 meter long is 80 degrees Celsius per meter. The temperature of the hot end of the rod is 30 degrees Celsius. Determine the temperature of the cold end. Okay. Right, temperature gradient. Temperature gradient. This is number 2. Temperature gradient formula will have delta theta by x, or x means the length or the thickness. Temperature gradient in the question given is 80 degrees Celsius per meter. This is 80. Delta theta will be coming final temperature theta 2 minus theta 1. Theta 1 is given 30 degrees. So temperature of the hot end is 30 degrees Celsius. And this is given 0.5. Here we will be writing temperature difference will come hot minus cold. 30 minus cold temperature is theta 1. And this difference is given 0.5. Now we'll find answer.
Sir,
Cross multiply.
sir, that 0.5 is the length of the rod, no, sir?
Length of the rod, this way the gap or the thickness where the heat is conducting, that length is same only, so X and L is same thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll do cross multiply 18 to 0.5 is equal to 30 minus theta 1. Multiply this will come 40 minus 30 is equal to minus theta 1 minus 10 degrees Celsius is the value of theta 1. That's temperature of the cold end is minus 10 degrees Celsius. The difference of temperature between hot minus cold. Okay. Okay, now after that we will be doing question number 11. We'll do question number 11. Page number 471, question number 11. We will do this. Question number 11 says, heat is conducted through a slab of 2 layers of different materials having thermal conductivities of 90 and 135. The thickness of each layer is 1 centimeter. if the temperature of the two outer surfaces are 100 and 0 degrees Celsius, find the temperature of the interface. So we are having a slab made up of two materials like this. Thickness is same, this is same only. L value is given 1 centimeter, here also is given L value 1 centimeter. Temperature of the two is 100 degrees Celsius, this is given 0 degrees Celsius. You have to find the temperature of this interface. This is about theta 1. You have to find the value of theta 1 only. Conductivity values are given. Conductivity values are given 90 and 135. This is 90, this is 135 given. So we'll do the same way. What is the formula of heat current or rate of flow of heat? The formula we know as Ka delta theta by x. X is same as L over here. And at K1, no, let us at K1A, theta temperature difference will come 100 minus theta 1 by thickness is 1 centimeter, just at L, because we are going to equate the equation 1. Second case I write here K2, same way A, this will become theta 1 minus 0 by L, equation 2. These two are equal. So answer will be coming out K1 100 minus theta 1 equal to K2 theta 1 minus 0. Answer.
Theta 1 is coming 40 degrees Celsius.
So no sound.
Answer is coming 40 degrees Celsius. So these type of questions only we will have on this. Conductivity formula, two formulas, that Q and H formula, and then this kind of problems. Okay? All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Hello, am I audible?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
There was a phone call actually, so that's why you were not able to hear me. Okay, now this chapter is over, we will be starting a new chapter, thermal radiation. Thermal radiation. Thermal radiation. Okay. Thermal radiation is the name of the new chapter. What is radiation? Actually, radiation is the process of transfer of heat without any medium. But heat radiations or thermal radiations has the same property as electromagnetic radiations. What are the properties of electromagnetic radiations? That they can travel through vacuum with the speed equal to the speed of light. They have certain wavelengths, they have certain frequency, and they follow the equation V equal to F lambda. Same equation, like they are also in the form of waves. We call them heat wave or thermal wave. Okay? The light wave can be reflected, can be refracted. Same way, thermal radiation can also be reflected, refracted. Light is a form of transverse wave. Thermal radiation is also a form of transverse wave. Okay? When we define the intensity of a wave, intensity of wave. Intensity of the wave denoted by I. What is called intensity? Intensity means the quantity of energy transported or radiation is actually the energy in motion. The total amount of energy transmitted or transported, you can say transported or propagated per second per unit area is called intensity. You can write on the definition. It is the amount of energy. It is the amount of energy transported. It is the amount of energy transported per second per unit area, or you can say per unit time per unit area wise. Per second per unit area is called intensity. Intensity of the radiation, intensity of the radiation denoted by I. This is applicable for any kind of electromagnetic wave, like or any kind of wave. We say intensity of sound, that means this only sound energy per second per unit area. When we say intensity of light wave, that means light energy per second per unit area. That is the meaning of intensity. Right on the SI unit of intensity is SI unit of I equal to the SI unit of intensity will be energy per second, that will make watt, that is power. You can write here watt per meter square, because per second, without there is no per second per meter square. Per second will make watt and meter square will become -2. Watt per meter square or Wm -2. That is the SI unit of intensity. So please keep in mind, intensity means always the amount of energy transported or amount of energy per second per unit area. Per second per unit area. Okay. All right. Now, what happens? Suppose anywhere like we have to radiations, heat radiation or thermal radiation, when it travels through a medium, some medium may be transparent, fully transparent, so it will allow all the light to pass. Some will be opaque, will not allow any light to pass, any kind of heat energy to pass through. And some will be, translucent. Partly it will transmit, partly it will absorb. That is called translucent medium. So when a thermal radiation passes through a medium, a part of it gets reflected by the medium, a part of thermal radiations gets transmitted, and some part will get absorbed. But all will take place from this intensity only. So we write like this: R plus T plus A equal to I. That means the amount of radiations reflected. R stands for reflected. T stands for transmitted. Amount of radiations transmitted. Amount of radiations absorbed. Total amount of all these radiations will be equal to the intensity. Now, after that, we find the first thing called reflectivity. Reflectivity. Reflectivity is denoted by the symbol rho. Reflectivity means a portion or fraction of the thermal radiations which is reflected. That is calculated by this R. This is the total value R out of this. We write that R by I. Okay. Second part, if percentage wise we calculate into 100%, you will do. Transmittivity. That means transmission ability. That is denoted by the symbol like this, tau. That will be T by I.
Sir,
Third one is
sir, these do not have a unit.
which one?
Sir, these reflectivity, transmittivity, absorptivity.
No, they will not, because it's a kind of fraction. No, we thought of this.
Yes, sir.
We thought of it's a kind of fraction. They will have no unit. Percentage will have no unit. No, absorptivity. That is A. That is denoted by the symbol small a. Small a value will come A divided by I. Understood? Yes. Therefore, we can have this relation as rho plus tau plus absorptivity A equal to 1. Total will be 100% and 100% is equal to 1. When you add all of these, the answer will come 1. Rho plus tau plus A, the answer is 1. So this relation may be important one. The question may come on that. How are the reflectivity, transmittivity and absorptivity related to one another? So you like all this equation. Rho plus tau plus A equal to 1. Okay? Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. You know, if I compare the light wave with the thermal wave or thermal radiation, does light depend on wavelength? Does light wave depend on wavelength? Answer is yes. Or the energy transported by light depends upon the wavelength. This also depends on the wavelength. Radiant energy or the energy carried or energy in motion by the thermal radiation also depends on the wavelength. Okay. And after that, we have to do, there are two laws, Stephen's law and Wien's law. That I will discuss, and the law of cooling, Newton's law of cooling. These are the three laws that I will discuss the next day. Today we'll do this much. Tomorrow I will do all those things. These are easy. Tomorrow this chapter will be finished. Okay. And after that we will start thermodynamics. There are two more chapters will be left over. So I'll just give brief idea only, then the chapter will be over. Okay, syllabus also will be over. All right?
Sir.
Today,
Yes, in the exams, you will not give differential questions or differential calculus questions.
No. Because differential calculus based question I will not do.
Yes, sir.
Only
Some
little
concepts are
concept.
based on that. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that concept will not come.
No, that concept will not come. Okay. Basically, whatever we have done, those stats only will come. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other questions? Ankit?